fuck out of this city. All right, come on. Get me out of this damn city. All right, guys. Quick little Walmart trip. We done. $100 later. Hey, is that Tassie? Tassie, welcome in. It's hard for me to see chat while I'm driving, guys. Look at that sunset we get to drive into, though. How badass is that? We gotta go all the way up the mountains. But we got Starlink, so we get to see, let's see if I can clean some of that shit off my windshield. We got Starlink going on, so hey, Mr. SoCal, I got your smart food popcorn. Oh. Kitty, welcome in. It's been a long time. How are you? I hope everything's good. All right, guys, look at that sunset. Is that just not badass or what? I need to get down here to where we make our next right turn so we're facing it again. But we're going to be looking at that the whole drive home. Walmart was a goddamn freaking zoo. Like every aisle, you had to I just left the cart at the end of every aisle and freaking ran down and grabbed what I needed from that aisle, which wasn't a lot, but yeah, Kitty, it's good to see you on here finally. It's been a long time. I haven't been in the Discord in forever. But, you know that because you haven't seen me there. We're good. Everything's good. I'm right at the tail end of being sick. So other than that, everything else is great. I had the crud for a full solid week. I kind of had a little bit of a cold, middle of last week, and I decided Thursday that it would be a great idea to go deer hunting, even though I was still kind of sick, and that just made everything 20 times worse. I got home Thursday night, and I'm yeah, that wasn't a good idea. I took a little bit of freaking medicine, went to bed. By medicine, I mean I had a cocktail, some rum and Cactus Cooler. I went to bed. And I woke up Friday morning and was like, holy shit, that was a bad idea to go out there. I am not loving it. And today, honestly, since last Friday, today is the first day I actually even got dressed. So, forgot about the power steering issue. All right. I washed the windshield and it's still dirty. I guess I gotta really, really wash it. But, all right. This is going to be cool. As soon as we get on the freeway, hopefully we get up the freeway and we can catch the whole sunset the whole way home, because it's only going to get better as we go up the mountain. And we got Starlink running now, so we can actually go up the mountain and not lose service. Even though my windshield is freaking disgusting, but it is what it is. All right. Yeah, being sick sucks. But, I missed an entire week of deer season because of it. And deer season ends on the 31st. So I screwed myself out of an entire week by basically not wanting to miss a couple of days. I could have not hunted from Thursday, Friday, Saturday and got over the little crap that I had, but I decided, let's go out in the freezing ass cold and go deer hunt while I'm sick. That was a stupid move. I could have missed 3 days instead of a whole week. All right, you go, and then I go. Come on, people. It's a four-way stop. It's not that hard. Okay. All right. God, these roads are so terrible down here. You figure for as much as we pay in gas tax, it's supposed to fix our roads. Our roads would be good, but our roads absolutely suck. I should have bought a new phone holder while I was at the store. But whatever, it is what it is. Oh shit. I didn't know they switched that all up. Let's see. All right. Let's go to all. Timer. Okay, nice. Huh. Hey, why don't it let me start the goal? Hold on, guys. There's a new thing here on my side of chat to start a goal, and I don't know how to. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if it'll let me do it now. Okay. Huh, I've never seen this one before. Never seen this one before. So, might as well do something new, right? All right. So, guys, we're in the middle of the freaking desert and in this little shithole town, and we're going to be driving home into the sunset up over the mountains. So, we got Starlink back. Well, we got Starlink. This is actually the first drive up and or down and then back up the mountain we'll ever see with Starlink. So, welcome. Oh, right on. Yeah, I haven't talked to G-Bay in a while either. There's I got a bunch of Canadians that are following my channel now on a regular basis that are up in your guys' neck of the woods. One of them I know is real close to G-Bay. So he's on the well, he's kind of north of G-Bay a little bit, but on the bay there. So it's kind of cool. I heard you guys are like getting shit weather up there though. Absolute shit weather. Like everybody keeps telling me how frozen everything is up there. But I mean, I guess they don't call it the Great White Frozen North for nothing, right? You're in a winter blizzard? Oh, that sucks. It's freaking like, even right now at what, it's 5:30 in the afternoon. Sun's gone down here in the desert, but it's still like 75, almost 80 degrees out here right now. Like, I'm sweating. I'm just driving and I'm sweating. Negative 27. That's like, that should be illegal. That's just inhumane. Such a trip how this like big old U shape in the clouds is up there. Like off to my left it's dark, and off to the right it's still a little bit of sunset. Hopefully we can get onto the freeway and keep the Sunset Drive, because this is pretty badass. Hey Jighead, welcome in. We're just driving through the desert. I had to go to the store. I had to go get cat food. So we buy the dog food at Costco, but they don't sell any, it's Costco, so the cat food's the same size as the dog food. And, we go through like 8 cups a day of dog food between the 2 dogs. Was it 8? 2, 4? Yeah, 8 cups a day. But, the Costco size of cat food would go stale before the cat ate it all. Take them a month to eat all that, so I had to go get cat food. Because now that we don't have the old people in the house, Kitty, I don't know if you know that or not, But you remember we were having the issue with, we had the old people that we were taking care of and supporting, and they were a freaking money faucet, just pouring money down the drain. They're gone. Both of them are gone. So we don't have that bullshit to deal with anymore. So, which they are the main reason that I hadn't been around on the Discord for such a long time, because, I couldn't have a conversation without somebody over my shoulder. So now that they're gone, I'll probably be on the Discord a little more. I've been doing a lot of YouTube stuff, and like I got a new phone, and I don't even know my password to Instagram, so I can't even get into that. But I've been on YouTube shit a lot. So yeah, they're completely, totally, utterly gone. So my mother-in-law moved to Arizona, thank God. And my dad moved closer to my sister. So we don't have to deal with it anymore. I mean, I still got to deal with it, but not like we were. Not the $65,000 that we spent in the last 3 years taking care of them, but this guy's coming up on my ass quick. I'm doing 80, you guys. And this dude, I can't tell if it's the cop or not. So the cops out here, the highway patrol out here, no, that's not a cop. That's somebody from, like, I can't even tell what plate that is. Whatever state has red for their letters and their state name. But, there's the cops on the other side of the freeway. I see them in the rear view. The cops out here went stealth mode. So they now drive Dodge Durangos, like that gunmetal gray Dodge Durango, with no logo. Like, the logo's on there. It's like those ghost flame kind of logos. So you can't see it unless the sun hits it in just the right direction. So you'll come up on a Dodge Durango and all of a sudden it's a highway patrol. You think it's like Soccer Mom. So they're driving the Dodge Durango and what other? I don't remember what the other one was. Mrs. SoCal would know. Oh my God, they just fertilized the farm fields out here. Oh, it smells like the inside of a freaking public toilet at a freaking month-long concert venue in the middle of summer. It's kind of gross. Man, I don't know where everybody's at. Usually we have a lot more people in here. I know, like, shit, there's a few people I'd hope that was jumping in while Kitty's here, because they're, like, practically neighbors. But it's all good. You guys will be the first ones to actually be able to go for the ride along up the hill. Well, the weather's nice, nothing else is. The cost of living sure isn't. But, it's, heck, this morning I was sitting at the back patio table wearing shorts and a t-shirt having my morning coffee. But it's getting cold at night. It's getting down into like the low 40s, upper 30s. So it's only a matter of time until the dog's water outside starts freezing up overnight. I think when that happens, what I'm going to do is, because it's an automated water thing, like as they drink, it refills. It's got like a little float. So I think what I'm going to do is, once their water starts freezing, I'm going to tilt the bowl just enough that it kind of trickles out and keeps it flowing through there. Just so it doesn't freeze, because they love that water outside. We got like a 4-gallon water thing for them in the house, but They prefer that one outside. I don't know what it is. God, it's so nice out here at night in the desert. Damn, Kitty, I wish you were here on the way in. We stopped at one of the little local spots out here in the desert that has, it's all full of like off-road memorabilia. Pretty cool little spot. It's under a bridge. And we just kind of started putting things here and there, and it turned into a whole thing. Like the entire underneath of the bridge is nothing but memorabilia. Okay, if I'm passing you on the right, you are obviously in the wrong lane. I actually have a bumper sticker on my truck that says, if I passed you on the right, you're in the wrong lane. Wow, this sunset, the camera doesn't do justice. Some of the colors, like between the clouds, like you see right in the center of the screen, there's like that main cloud line. It doesn't look the same to the naked eye as it does on camera. It's like a teal blue. Almost green. This would have been a beautiful sunset from up on the mountain. We've had some really awesome sunsets the last few days. And sunrises. Some of the sunrises have been better than the sunsets. All right, look at this. I'm in the right hand. I'm in the slow lane, passing people in the fast lane. People are idiots. I gotta hurry up and get past this truck though, because I gotta get back over to pass the people that are actually going slow in the slow lane. Look, there's 3 people now passing that truck and he's not gonna get over. Those are the people that piss me off. Like, get out of the fast lane. It's called the fast lane for a reason. Hey, right on, Kitty. It was good to see you. I'll jump in the Discord here soon. I know it's been a minute, so. Guys, that sunset is so badass. All right, Plaster City, next exit. That's where we were on the way out when we went through the plaster plant, right down the middle of it. There's a road that goes right through the center of it. There's a lot of traffic on this road tonight. Usually at this time of day, there's like 4 or 5 cars. I was hoping to be able to get up the mountain before sunset was done, but oh well, it is what it is. I really wanted to get up the mountain in the sunlight to show you guys the drive up the mountain, but that just ain't gonna happen today. All right, where'd everybody go? I guess YouTube didn't send out the notification or something. Usually everybody's here, but nobody. Well, that's all good. We get to drive to the sunset nice and quiet. Man, YouTube's been popping up these little things like wanting me to put up a Q&A thing. And most of them are like stupid questions. One just popped up and was like, do you like the feel of sand? Come on, man. Like, come up with some better stuff than that. I was born and raised in a desert. Yeah, I like the feel of sand. Isn't it funny how in the dark, the roads in California just look just like the roads in like Texas or Tennessee or Oklahoma or Montana? Well, Montana minus the snow. All right, we got 7 people hanging out, driving up the mountain with us. Enjoy the drive, guys. You guys are the first ones that actually get to see this side of the mountain on the live. We don't get service going up the mountain with the regular cell phone, so we got Starlink going on right now in the truck, so we'll have service all the way up the mountain. So welcome to the very first drive up the mountain where you get to see the full drive up the mountain. We're going to gain about 4,500 feet elevation on the way up. Right now we're below sea level. So when we get to the top, we're at like 4,700 feet. So I guess we gain a little more than 4,500. We gain like 4,750. But it's a beautiful drive up the hill. We just don't normally get to go live going up the hill because you don't get cell phone service. So now we finally got Starlink going on, so we'll be able to get service all the way up the mountain. Cool. Hey, Falcon. We're just driving home from the store, but I figured since every time I go live driving through here, it's on, regular cell service, so it cuts out a bunch. So I threw the Starlink in the truck, and now we get to drive up the mountain with Starlink. So you guys actually get to see the full drive. I was hoping it wouldn't take that long in the store so we'd be able to get through there in daylight, but it took like 20 minutes longer than I thought. But it's all good. It's all good. This is like, you guys, you don't understand, like I've been driving now for 25 minutes and I'm still 25 minutes from home, and I just went to the grocery store. So no, Falcon, I've been sick as shit all week. Still as you can hear, I'm still kind of sick. So I haven't been out in the deer woods since last Thursday. So it's been a full week. Got any of those Super Trucker power picks? What are you talking about? The fuck's a Super Trucker power pick? Sounds like a fucking slot machine at a casino. Yeah, I gotta heal up. I started out with like a little bit of a cold. Then I went out in the deer woods with that cold. I knew the cold was getting worse when I went out. But I went out in the deer woods and it was in the low 30s in the mornings. And it never got up over like 40. And I stayed out there all damn day knowing that I shouldn't be out there, that I was sick. And it just made everything worse. So rather than staying at home and medicating and Can we stop for some frozen yogurt? Bro, there's not frozen yogurt within 100 miles of here. That sounds good as hell, though. Yeah, I think the nearest frozen yogurt is like 100 miles in front of us. Where is this? We're in the very, 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 very southern edge of Southern California. Mexico is like a half a mile to our left. We're coming up the mountains out of Imperial Valley into San Diego. And this is going to be interesting because, like I said, first time ever being able to drive all the way up the mountain without losing service because we finally got the Starlink hooked up in the truck. So it'll be an interesting drive on the way up. There's a bridge, and I'll show it to you. I've hated that bridge since I was a little kid. And I don't know why. It's no different than any other bridge. It's just something about it. Like, I hate it. Absolutely hate the bridge. It's called the Devil's Canyon Bridge, and on the right-hand side of it, it's got a big old chain link fence with like little aluminum slats, and in the wind they rattle really bad. But that always freaked me out as a kid, so I don't know. I still associate that bridge with it. I hate that bridge. Yeah, the sun's running from us. I mean, we're doing 80. We should have been able to keep up with it, but I guess not. So this little town we're passing right here is called Ocotillo. And I think it has like 200 full-time residents. But it's huge during the desert season. This place, like during desert season, there will be 2,000 or 3,000 people down here. And I'm gonna get stuck behind a Prius that won't fucking move. There he goes. Oh, it's not even a Prius, it's a Corolla. Usually it's a Prius that doesn't move out of the way. Guys, it's hard for me to read chat while I'm driving, and the phone's kind of bouncing around a little bit, this piece of crap phone holder, but I'm doing what I can. This is what? This is by that highway right from... Yeah, so the highway that we were on earlier, that's the one that was like abandoned, that's off to our right. Where we stopped at the sandbar and all that. That last exit we passed is where we got off the freeway to go to the sandbar. And the bridge that was broken. All right, we're starting to come up the mountain. So this is where I used to lose cell service. Now we should have good service all the way up the mountain with Starlink. I got it mounted in the windshield. We might skip or get here and there, but we should have service all the way up the mountain as far as I'm concerned. And if we don't, that just means Starlink kind of sucks. Guys, I put that little goal thing on the bottom of the screen just because I've never seen this one before. Can somebody tell me what it says on your end? It was good that last stream? Yeah. Yeah, Starlink was good the last one. This one, the highway splits off can take separate paths up and down the mountain. So we'll see how it works to... Okay, so it does say 10 super chats. Okay, cool. I've never seen that before, so I popped it up to see what it does. To match the goal, okay. Yeah, I've never seen that one, so... I've seen the one for the gift thing, but I've never seen that one, so... I figured, what the fuck, why not try it out and see what it does? Alright, so right here is where I usually lose cell service. So if we lose service or it gets spotty or whatever, somebody let me know so I can... Hey, Falcon with the 10. Hell yeah, appreciate you, brother. Oh, no, that's fine, you guys. I didn't put it up, like, to beg for super chats. I put it up to see what it's all about because, like I said, when I started this live, I've never seen that before. So I wanted to see what it was. Oh, this sucks. This truck's broken down on the side of the road right here. Hey, Be Driven, welcome in. Oh man, I wish it was fucking sunlight so you guys could actually see the hills right here because it's pretty badass. All right, you guys think this guy in front of me is going to move, or do I got to go, oh, he's moving. Heck yeah. Usually I got to go around him. People don't like to move when you're coming up the hill. But guys, if I lose signal or whatever, let me know so I know where it happens at. Because on my end, it still shows that with Apple, it still shows the camera rolling. With my iPhone, at least it would like show me where it froze. So we're 90 miles from San Diego, you guys. 90 miles east of San Diego. And I don't think this little douchebag in front of me will move. Oh, he's speeding up though. Not enough, but he's speeding up a little bit. Let's see if he actually moves when I get close to him. Probably not. Nope, he's not going to move. So, watch what we're going to do. We're going to go around his stupid little ass. And when we get in front of him, we're going to have to wash the windshield. Not that I needed to wash the windshield, but that'll blast water all over his car and his windshield. And it's just enough that now he's got to freaking use his windshield cleaner. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. That fucking dude almost killed me. How far into the live are we? We are 34 minutes. All right. I need to remember that. That dude just straight changed lanes right in front of me and fucking... Okay, here's that bridge I was talking about, you guys. You can see the big old chain link shit on the side. That used to rattle really bad in the wind, and it freaked me the hell out. I always thought the bridge was going to fall. All right, so that's twice we almost got killed by dumb fucking drivers on this trip. We had a lady pull out in front of us on the other way, going the other way, and I had to, I don't know if anybody saw that, but if you guys are here and saw that, she pulled out. We were on the other road, and she pulled out of a road without looking, and I had to go into the other lane. Otherwise, I was going to hit her. So I had to go into the wrong side of the traffic. Otherwise, I was going to freaking run right over her. So that's twice I've almost died today on this road. Well, the other one was off the offshoot road, but still, I went to the grocery store to get milk and cat food and almost died twice. Absolutely ridiculous. Hey, Meke Kalikimaka. Look at that. That guy cut me off, and then in the rear view, he was nowhere to be seen. And I'm only doing 70. I want to put one of those big-ass train horns on my truck. The ones that are like so loud it'll make you shit yourself when I honk the horn. Because that dude would have got it. I would have got right up on his bumper and railed on that horn. And then I would have passed him, and I would have railed on it while I was going past him. That was too freaking close. Alright, let's see if I can get around these guys before the exit. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. Oh yeah, I can. No problem. And look, there's a little sign on the side of the road that says, drive safely. A little too late, man. That guy almost killed me. He's lucky I didn't have a drink in my hand because it would have went right through his windshield. Mrs. SoCal's not here to stop me from freaking getting mad at people. She's at work, so she can't do nothing about it. All right, you guys, we're going to see the dumbest stop sign on the planet in a minute. One right there. And then this one coming up is so stupid. So there's a stop sign. It's a right turn only, but the other lane on the road that we're going to turn on, like it's on the other side of the bridge right here. But it's the freeway on-ramp. And there's, you know, you can't come from the left when I get up here. So we'll turn the corner. We'll go under the bridge. And then right here at this intersection, going to the left is the... And right here at the intersection, there's a stop sign. But there's no traffic coming from your left. And this road, this starts right there at the corner. So there's no point in having a stop sign right there. I don't think I've ever stopped at it once. Like this car we're about to pass, he's going on the freeway. There's nowhere else he can go on that lane. So, I mean, it's so stupid, right? Like, why have a stop sign there? There's nobody coming from the opposite direction. And even if they are going to turn right there, they're turning. And it's not like they're crossing over your lane. You know, if they're turning properly, they're going past you to make the turn into their lane. So, kind of stupid. They'd have to cut the corner to make the turn to actually affect you. Absolutely stupid. Alright, I gotta start paying attention to the road because I just almost drove off of it. I almost didn't go. I almost went straight through a corner because I was looking at chat. All right, now it's flat and straight, but well, not flat, but it's straight. God, I wish I didn't have all the groceries in here. I mean, I only got one cooler bag full of stuff, but I'd take this road going to our right now, and we go do some off-roading. I got new tires on the truck, so I'm fine with going out in the wilderness out here. I'm not worried about the people crossing the border anymore. The border's like 100 feet to our left. I'm not worried about them anymore because in the last year, border traffic out here has gone from like thousands of people a day crossing the border to the Border Patrol out here says they're actually getting bored because there's nothing for them to do and nobody to chase. Which is kind of good. But we do have cartel that are in our town now. They came through trying to recruit a bunch of the teenage kids. And that went over like a fart in church. The town, everybody in town pretty much told them, you know, if they wanted to stay alive, to stay out of town. And we haven't really seen cartel traffic through here since then. But I started the live in the parking lot of the grocery store, and we're 41 minutes in. So that tells you how far I got to drive every time I want to go to the grocery store. Watch the road. Yeah, I'm trying to watch both, the road and the chat. It's kind of hard to do. All right, turn off the high beams because here comes another car. He's going to turn left in front of me, I think. Unless he's going back into the valley where I just came from. Or it's Border Patrol, and he's going to go up here and go into one of the fields. Nope, he's going left. So, turning left right there where that guy just turned left, he's going towards the freeway to go back to San Diego. But now you guys see all those lights on the left-hand side of the screen? That's Mexico. That is Mexico. So right here, you could kick a football to the border right here. American or European football. Or for those of you guys in like Australia and New Zealand, a rugby ball. Whatever those are called. And then right here, I don't know, you can't see it on camera at night, but right here is where they're starting to build the solar fields. And there's an airport. They're putting solar panels right at the end of the runway for the airport there. It's not a huge, like, international airport. You know, it's all little, like, you know, private Cessna, you know, little planes and gliders and stuff. But it's going to really screw up their airport, their runway. But both sides of the road here are going to be all solar fields. And because it's so close to the town, it's going to drop our property value by like 10%. So I've talked to a few people in town that kind of want to do a class action lawsuit and sue that solar company because we told them, we all said no. Nobody wanted it right here. And they went ahead and did it anyway. So, hey, Josie. Welcome in, little sister. You missed the drive up the mountain. And you missed me almost get killed twice. Because people can't drive. That was Border Patrol we just passed, guys. Hey, Zero's here. All right, so this is the beginning of the town. The solar field ends right here. And there's houses right here. So it's driving their property values down by like 10+% because of how close it is to the houses. And then once we get up here a little bit, I'll show you guys. I'm going to turn the camera because I can turn it where it's at. And you guys will get a decent look at. You guys always hear me bitching about the resort and their stupid, shitty fucking music they play. So that Christmas tree looking tree right there is a little art studio. And then right here on the right, the camera's kind of pointing to it, is the resort. It's a little hot springs resort, right? This is it right here. This is the whole fucking town is this resort. And then the one little store over here. But that resort is in the middle of, and as soon as I make this corner, you'll see it. In the middle of a residential neighborhood, and they're having full-fledged concerts in there. And people are fucking pissed. So like right here, see where this van's at? That's the first house. And there's houses that go all the way down. So there's an alleyway right there. But this street right here is like, as the crow flies, 100 feet from the resort. And they're having straight up full-fledged like outdoor concerts at that resort. But there's been so many noise complaints from the people in the town about the concerts. And, you know, they're going until like midnight, 1 o'clock some nights. That people have called the freaking sheriff so many times that the county actually suspended the entertainment license from the resort, which means the resort can operate as a hotel, but not as an entertainment venue. So they had a bunch of fines. They didn't pay them. So the county went in and revoked their license. And what happened was the sheriff showed up one night during one of their concerts and shut it down and gave them a cease and desist order on the spot. So they were told that they had to shut it down right then and there. They waited about an hour for after the sheriff left and started back up again. And the sheriff showed back up and told him, okay, now that you got the cease and desist order and you did not cease or desist, it's like $1,000 fine per day. Oh, look, there's the boat. We need to get her on the water now that we got Starlink. What's on the cover? All right. So, it is... Whoa, I should probably put the truck in park before I take my foot off the brake. So, door to door, you guys, right? From the grocery store to the house is 48 minutes. So, when I say it's a fuck show to go to the store, I ain't lying. I started the live parking lot at the store. So now that we're stopped, I can actually see chat. All right, let me turn off the truck because there's no reason to have it on. I'll have a smoke before I go in the house and unload all this shit. So let's see. Maybe the resort could have handed out free stuff to the locals. No, they treat the locals like shit. We're fucking scum to them. To the resort, we're scum. So it's a hot springs. And they have like these mineral pools. Starlink did good, bitching. Sweet. We didn't buffer or anything going up the mountain, did we? Hopefully not. But anyway, it's a hot springs, like mineral pools, right? And, you know, I don't believe it. I believe it's just a hot spring. I don't believe in all the mineral bullshit they talk about. I know it's mineral water, but they're talking about how it's like, you know, healing and this and that. And it's, you know, if you have arthritis and whatever, it'll take it all away. Oh, we just hit the 3-minute clock on our goal. That's fine though. Oh, you did see the people pull out in front of me. Okay. So, damn out-of-town hippies buying resorts. Slap, you are 110 million% correct. So, they do a deal where like every Wednesday from like 11 to 3 while people are at work, they give the locals like a $10 discount to get into the mineral pool. But it's only from 11 to 3 on Wednesday. When, you know, everybody in fucking town's at work. So what they do is they cater to like the fucking LA and Santa Barbara and Hollywood fucking socialites that, you know, they're all about, you know, they don't give a shit about the area. They give a shit about like TikTok and internet fucking, you know, Instagram selfies and, you know, oh, look we're at this upscale. The fucking rooms there at that place are $500 a night. And they're not worth it. A burger and fries at their little bar is like $40, and it's fucking gross. McDonald's hamburgers. So if you were to put like, go to McDonald's and get like a freaking quarter pounder and put lettuce, tomato, and onion on it, that's better than the burgers at this place. And it's like $40. And they're small. Their burger's like the size of a fucking cheeseburger from McDonald's. But it's all, they cater to like the upper class, self-righteous freaking socialite. And to them, the locals out here are nothing but fucking desert scum. We're an inconvenience on them. There's a guy here in town. His name's Danny. Fucking awesome dude. Awesome fucking dude. Danny, he's basically like, we don't have any political anything in our town, right? We don't have a mayor. We don't have a city council. We don't have any of that. Danny, we consider him like the unofficial mayor of town. Danny owns a deli up here at the store. We have one little convenience store in our town. I wouldn't even call it a convenience store. It's like a glorified liquor store with a deli in it. Danny owns that deli. Danny knows everything about everybody in this town. And Danny is the one that he actually just got an award from the sheriff's department, believe it or not. The San Diego Sheriff's Department did this is the first year they've done it, but it's like a community outreach type award. And it's for people that put in, extra effort and do everything they can for their community to better their community. So, Danny does a whole shitload of stuff for the kids in town. He's building a soccer field for the kids. They don't have anything like that out here. There's no baseball field. There's no soccer field. There's no nothing. We have a little park, but it's a dirt lot with like a swing set. It's a hunk of shit. But Danny, he did a fundraiser for the Little League team out here. Now, the Little League team out here has to drive like 40 minutes to actually get to the practice and all that shit, right? Danny raised he had an out of county, the Imperial County down the hill where we were just at. One of the groups down there, I don't know if it was like the Rotary Club or the VFW or something down there. They donated $5,000 to help the Little League team up here. He ended up making like $10,000 on his little fundraiser for the Little League team. Danny built him a baseball field. He's currently building a soccer field. We're in a predominantly Mexican town, right? The vast majority of people out here are either people like me and Mrs. SoCal who hate the fucking city. We do not want to live in the city. There's a few people like in our age group out here like that. There's a lot of people out here that are senior citizens and retired. And the rest are like, it's like 90% freaking Mexican families. Soccer is huge to those kids. Danny's building a soccer field for these kids, right? It's over like $500,000 to build this field. And he's done all the fundraising. He's done all the legwork, everything to get this done. He just got this gnarly ass big old award from the sheriff's department for the community outreach stuff he does. He goes into the resort one night because they have a bar in there. He went into the resort one night after work to have a couple of beers, and the waitresses treated him like absolute fucking garbage. One waitress, Jesus, one person that works there that brings your food to you, I can't say the freaking word all of a sudden for some reason, refused to bring him his drinks. She refused to take his food order. Treated him like absolute dog shit in front of all of the freaking tourists and shit that were in there, right? And a bunch of locals. A bunch of locals had planned on, the deal was they were going in there to have a couple of beers and talk about some things in the community that they wanted to try to push through. And they just treated Danny like absolute, complete, total shit. Well, the word got out to everybody in the community that they did that, and stopped going there because of that. They're like, no, fuck you. You're going to treat this one guy, you're going to treat him like that. This is the guy that puts the community in front of everybody, right? So they lost all of our business to the point where they sent somebody from the resort door to door to every fucking house in this town and put a little flyer on our doors saying, you know, how much they appreciate the locals and the community, and basically a big old apology letter for what happened. And then they said, you know, hey, bring this letter with you for a free drink and a free dinner. And from what I understand, like 4 people in the community went in. Nobody else went back in there. So it really screwed them, but you know. Anyway, guys. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that resort. But since the sheriffs shut them down and gave them that cease and desist order, I can actually sit out in my backyard now at night and it's peaceful. So they're trying to fight it through the county because the county, so it's the county licensing board that first suspended their license because of all the noise complaints. And then that was done in April. And they completely and totally disregarded that license suspension and continued having these huge events in there. And like I said, it was only the entertainment license, right? So if you own a hotel, right? Say you bought freaking, you know, whatever. You built a hotel, right? We're going to use Falcon, for example. Say you built Falcon's Hotel and whatever, you know, Falcon's Resort. And you have to have your alcohol license. You have to have your resort license, your hotel license, your food and beverage license. And if you want to have music, you have to have what's called, you know, it's classified as dancing and music, okay, and or. So if you want to hold, like, you know, the county hall dance hall at your Falcons Resort, you have to have a license specifically for entertainment purposes, right? Which covers your concerts, your music, your dances, your any of that stuff, right? It covers all the entertainment that you would put on. Their entertainment was suspended. Their entertainment license was suspended in April, meaning that they were not licensed to have these concerts and these, like, in October, they had a big old weekend long, like, bike show thing. It was like their shitty ass wannabe version of like Daytona's Bike Week or Sturgis, unlicensed. So for every event that they did, because their license was suspended, was another fine. And the fines increase with every time you get a fine. Well, finally, a month or so ago, the county had and they went in and they served a cease and desist order. That cease and desist order basically said that you're shut down. You're not allowed to do this anymore. After the sheriffs left, they went in, you know, these guys went and started the concert back up. And the sheriffs went in. And at that point, the sheriffs were allowed to take all of the equipment, the speakers, the DJ booth stuff, everything they had to be able to put on a concert. They haven't done shit over there since, which is really nice. But they have a big old thing on their website. They have a huge concert listed for tomorrow night. So we'll see how it goes. But, we'll see if they actually do it or not. If they do, they're going to get more complaints. And basically, what the county is saying is if they continue to do this and they continue to violate the cease and desist order, that what the county is going to do is come in and take their business license completely. So they will be basically shut down by the county. All right, so let me catch up. Throw a real glamorous New Year's? Fuck. I'll tell you what. There's so Slap, look up the I'm not sure where you're located, but look up the Nellis auctions out of Vegas. There's an incredible amount of shit up there. You got to pick it up though. That's the problem. They don't ship. You got to go there and pick it up. But it's an online option or an online auction. Nellis auctions. There's like fucking everything out there. You don't watch sports either, Josie? I don't watch TV at all anymore. The only sport I watch, you guys, ever anymore is desert racing. And as a matter of fact, you guys, if you've never seen it, oh, there you go. You have family in Vegas. You're set. Yeah, it's Nellis. You like Nellis Air Force Base? It's called the Nellis Auction. It's actually right up there by the base. So it's a big old auction house. They auction all kinds of shit off. All kinds of shit. But coming up, guys, and I'm not sure what network is going to air it this year, but keep an eye on your TV channels and the TV guide thing, or just typing into Google. It's called the Dakar Rally, Dakar, like Dakar, Senegal, over in Africa. It's the longest desert race in the world. It takes like 17 days. It's like anywhere between, depending on the course, it's anywhere between 7 to 10,000 kilometers for the one race. Bad fucking ass. Absolutely badass. They race everything from two-wheel motorcycles to trash trucks. A camel race. Josie, that's exactly when I quit watching any mainstream sports. When they refused to stand for the national anthem and they wanted to start their protest bullshit, that's when I quit. I used to watch college college football, but like, NFL football, Sundays was a guarantee. Every Sunday it was guaranteed. Me, my two cousins, and like 4 or 5 of our other friends would be at my aunt's house every Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'd be there watching football. Like it was a known thing. It was just known. Sunday we were at my aunt's house, watching the games, betting on it, fucking sports bets, the whole 9 yards. Is bullshit. The protests and all that. I haven't watched football since then. Right when he started that, I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm done. I haven't placed a bet, none of that shit. NASCAR, I can't stand NASCAR. I can't stand it. Even like the Supercross, I don't like it. You know what? I'm going to kill the Starlink here because we got salt. And NASCAR, I can't watch it. It's boring as hell to me. Supercross. Supercross is cool to watch, like if you're there, because it's more of a party at the stadium, and there's a race down in the stadium going on. But desert racing is what's got my heart for sports. Like my buddy texted me this morning, and both of my bikes have been down and out for a little while. My dual sport, which is basically a street legal dirt bike, I wasn't riding it as much, So I let the registration expire on it in June. So I really can't ride that until I pay the DMV. They're freaking $200. And then my other bike, my dirt bike, I broke the back wheel, and I got a back wheel sitting there. I just have been too lazy to put it on. My buddy, my really, really, really good friend of mine, I trust this guy with my life. As a matter of fact, he was the one I was riding with when I crashed and fucked up my shoulder. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got out of there. He called me this morning. He was like, dude, I need you to get your bike ready. I have to ride when I get back from New York. And I was like, all right, whatever. Didn't think too much about it. And he texted me. He's like, no, brother, you don't understand. He's like, I need it. I need to get out in the desert and I need to ride. And I was like, all right, what's the urgency all of a sudden? And he tells me my mom passed away on Monday. Totally, completely unexpected. She was in great health. Today would have been her 66th birthday. So there was no rhyme or reason for what happened. But I told him straight up, I'm like, dude, tomorrow morning, I'm putting that back wheel on and I'm getting that bike ready to go, and we're fucking riding like crazy. So come New Year's, probably New Year's Day, we're going to go out and do a big old badass ride. All right, guys. I should take the groceries in. Ah, frick. So, you guys aren't going to want to know this, but I'm standing here next to my truck taking a leak, and my neighbor just came out and started up his truck. He's watching me take a piss on the side of the road. Not like I care. Not like my neighbors care. I'm between the boat and the truck, so it's not like they can see anything. But all right. So let's see. I know. Hey, drama. Welcome in. It's been a while, bud. So all right, I'm gonna pull the phone out of the phone holder here. Oops. I'm gonna have one more cigarette before I go in the house. Maybe I'll go put all the shit away and go back to go live again. I don't know. What do you guys think? I should probably take my keys out of the ignition too. I put the keys in to roll the window up, and I freaking left the keys in after I rolled the window up. Not like I need to freaking worry about locking my doors here. Hell, I went to the grocery store. My front doors aren't even locked. Right, thanks, Mr. Musk. So, guys, how was that? How was that coming up? For those of you guys that were here when I went down the mountain, and then the guys that were here when I went up the mountain, how was the stream? Was it clear the whole way, or was it like spotty? Because I can't see it on my phone. It just shows, clear, perfect video the whole way. But I don't know. It doesn't show me shit. My old phone, my Android phone, if the stream stopped, the video would stop on my phone, so I'd know it was frozen or whatever. But now it's the Apple, it doesn't. So I don't know what the hell the deal is with that. It just keeps rolling like nothing's wrong. A bit spotty here and there, but mostly good. Okay, I figured it'd be a little bit spotty through some of the little canyons, but I was able to go all the way up. So you've seen both. It was clear. Going into Ocotillo, it was a little spotty. Okay, I figured it'd be under the bridges and shit. I figured it'd probably be a spotty under the bridges, but that's perfect. Very clear picture. Sweet. That's good to know. That's good to know because Mrs. SoCal's schedule changes in January. So she'll be back on day shift with, I think she has like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off or some shit. So we'll be out in the Jeep with the Starlink doing shit out there. Not to the highway, just on the freeway. Oh, it buffered on the freeway. Okay. Probably going under the bridges. Because, the bridges block. Even like Sirius radio, like the satellite radio, you lose service going under the bridges there. But I'm just glad it worked. So, all right. All right, guys, what do you think? Should I, Nirvana Under the Bridge? I like the Chili Peppers Under the Bridge better. I was never a big Nirvana fan. What do you think, guys? Should I freaking go take all this shit in, get it put away, and start up a new live, or what? Or should we just call it for the night? I don't even know who else is live right now. But I've been sick as fuck all week. Like, I went out hunting last Thursday, already sick, knowing it was stupid to go out there being sick and having it be that cold out. I knew I was going to get sicker, but I didn't think it was going to give me bronchitis and shit, to the point where I was like, Friday I woke up feeling like shit. Saturday morning I thought I was going to die, and then by Saturday night I was afraid I wouldn't. And then like Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday I just, felt like complete shit. And then like yesterday I was about probably 50%. And today's actually the first day I've got dressed since last Friday. I've been like in pajamas and a freaking jacket the whole freaking week. Like, I don't even think I've left the house. I haven't left the house since last Friday. Today was the first time I left the house. So. Josie's saying start another one. So. Dude, he was, yeah. You guys want to hear something funny? Stupid little musical fact. Jim Morrison from The Doors. Did you guys know he never wanted to be a singer in a band? He wanted to be a poet. And the rest of the guys ended up talking him into singing, even though he was so fucking loaded up on dope and drugs and shit. Yeah, but yeah, Jim Morrison never wanted to freaking be a singer. Your uncle grew up with the Dogtown Boys? Oh yeah. That's cool as fuck. Dude, they were like the pioneers. If you guys have never seen the documentary on them, it's there's two of them. What's the one? There's the Dogtown and the Z Boys, and then what's the other one? I think it's called the Lords of Dogtown. Both badass documentaries. Really badass documentaries. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end this live real quick. I got to pull the Starlink out of the truck. I'm going to take the groceries in and put them away real quick. And then I'll start up another live, and we'll just kind of hang out in the back, in the patio. The one with cancer in the wheelchair near your dad. Oh, the freaking, what was his name? Fucking, yeah. The kid. I can't remember his freaking name. But they used to skate his pool while he was sick. They called it the dog bowl because of all the dogs they had. Yeah, what the hell is his name? I can't remember his name. But there was like Jay Adams and Stacy Peralta and freaking Tony Alva. All those fucking guys were hanging out over there skating the kids' pool because he was too sick to skate. So they freaking went and skated the pool so you could watch. All right, guys. So my fucking light doesn't work on this side of the truck all of a sudden. What the shit? All right. Well, that's fucking new. I guess the switch is bad. All right, guys. I'm gonna take my. You guys probably can't see. Oh, here. Let me do this. Let's see. Big old fucking. I gotta put everything in a fucking cold bag, a fucking cooler with ice packs in it, because the store is so fucking far away. So I'm gonna take all this in real quick, put it all away, and then. Oh shit, that's actually not that bad. And then give me about 20, 30 minutes or so, and I'll start up another live. Josie, are you getting notifications yet or no? Or do you want me to let you know before I go? All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna run this shit in the house. Yeah, you started getting them today? Okay, cool. Or yesterday? Cool. All right. So give me about 20, 30 minutes, guys. And it's what, 6:30? So yeah, like right around 7 or 9 Eastern. I'll be back. I gotta take this shit in, put it away, and then pull the Starlink out of the truck. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Peace.